this interface allows you to, easily, seamlessly get what you need, but also you can ask ChatGPT what prompts you should use. So for this one, I'm doing a kids happy song. And I decided to do a kids happy song because it's just the easiest to explain. I do have other ones that I do. You'll see them in my Suno app. Um, but it gives you some options of like which ones, you want best. So it picks five. I did a snack time party. Why? Because that's probably my favorite time of the day in school is snack time, and sleep time and night. So so Suno it creates a prompt for you. So this is Suno prompt snack party time, gives you some lyrics, also tells you the style, tempo, mood. You can do all the things. So for me, I did a 2 to 3 minute prompt. And funny enough is that if you don't put it in, Suno will actually create its own time frame, and you'll see that later. This is the lyrics of the song. So as you can see, it does do the lyrics for you as well. Um, and then not only that, but you're gonna see some pretty cool features even later on. So I'm just kind of showing you exactly where it is and what we're going to be copying and pasting. In Suno, you do have to put the style. So create a cheerful, bouncy children's song, what have you, what have you. I go to Suno and I put that into my styles. And then I'm going to go later on to put the lyrics in there that ChatGPT came up with. And so, um, again, so I'm just copying and pasting this particular one. And I'm going to actually change the lyrics later to show you how you can alter it and do some fun, fun things as well. So this is a song, this is the lyrics. In So interesting, you don't even have to be a singer to do this. It does it by itself. I have heard some information about Suno and how even though it is creative, it is soulless. So with that being said, I often just continue to do what I do, understanding that, I, I know what I'm getting into. So, um, and anytime I post my songs, I always put that I, used AI or it's AI altered or some information altered. So at the very bottom of styles, you see the list of different ways you can alter this, whether it's ambience, whether it's, Middle Eastern, humming, brilliant, raspy voice. I did choose humming because I thought that was going to be pretty cool. And I look to see if I want to add anything else, and I add a fast pace because it is a kid song and I want it to be, kind of quick. So with advanced auto, you can choose male or female, the weirdness, turn it up for a while, unexpected results. So if you want something more creative, turn it up to match your style description. If you want something that matches what you put into styles, you would change that to go, to the right. And then expected results. Again, I put that to the right as well. And I have a female voice because I think that this particular song will sound better in a female voice. And this is the first time I ever get a chance to really see what producers go through. And this is only like maybe like 1% of probably what they go through. I don't even have a clue. But with AI, it makes everything so easy. So now that we've already input the information that we need, um, Suno does allow you to, upload these into your workspace, but you can also download them into, so that you can post them on to another platform, whatever your platform is. It does take a while for it to generate. And if you see to the left of my screen, I have 1,468 points. I have bought a subscription because I just think it's so cool. Um, I like the experimental piece of AI. So, and you gotta think like we are the first people to ever really, create things with AI. And so generations after us will be redeveloping and adding more value to what we create. So with that being said, that's kind of how I see, AI. I see it as a tool. It's definitely not meant to replace anybody or you know, replace people because it is a computer. And like I told you before, even with Suno, it's it's soulless. It's different from listening to your, real kids play and what have you. So this is a song that we created. Um, Super fun. So I'll let you hear it to kind of get an idea of what we created. It's only a minute and 30 seconds. Remember, it does allow you to have other options later. You can turn it into like a 2, 3 minute song, but definitely pay attention to the lyrics because if you're going to have kids listening to this, you don't want to just say anything harmful. And I'm not saying that ChatGPT or any other platform would do this, but it's possible. So here's a song. All right, so that's the first version of Snack Time Party. This is the second one. And you notice there are two different ones. So that's pretty cool. You get to choose. And you see V5 because I think it's version 5. So while that's playing in the background, I am going to start creating another one. Um, I move quickly with these, so it's just kind of like my brain is just moves in God's speed. So I'm going to do something creative and I'm going to turn the next song into a rap song. So you can see the versatility of how Suno works. See how it already creates lyrics for you. Mhm. I don't recommend putting any identifiable people in here, by the way. All right, so don't put any identifiable, when you're doing your styles, don't put any identifiable people in here. Um, that's just not a good idea because it's not going to generate, and it's like a copyright infringement. So don't do that. But like I said, here it is creating its own version of a rap song. I'm not a writer. That's not my gift. But I am going to let Suno, do it for me. So pausing that for now, you've heard enough. Now I'm going to go over here and delete my styles and kind of start over on like a halfway new canvas so that you can see the alternative to the first song. So with this one, I am highlighting all of my lyrics. And all I'm going to do is just copy and paste the lyrics into Suno. It's the same way you saw the first time. Um, I'm just going to copy and paste. And the good thing about ChatGPT is that these are your prompts. So if you want to use my prompts and kind of, create whatever you want to create, be creative, do whatever you want to do. My stuff is for educational use anyway. So do whatever you feel like doing. Be creative. Like I've done many different things. So I've done lofi, I've done jazz, I've done um affirmations and all kinds of different ideas. I've done them. So I'm putting my rap lyrics in here and and so I do want to show you this feature about how Suno does allow you to create that portion. Um so let's see here. All right. So it does allow you to create like different versions of the song. Um Snack Pack Pal, Snack Time Crew. Suno does that. Like it's just the bandwidth with Suno is just it's just amazing. I really out of all the AI apps I've used, this is one of my favorites because it just works well, right? Um, I've used other AI platforms, as you can see, if you go to the AI Institute, my YouTube page. I have used other AI formats from King AI, or I think it's Kling AI, to Suno, and this is just one of my favorites. I think AI is the way of the future, and it's imperative that you just become more accustomed with exactly, how much AI can help you in your regular job and what you do. Like you're like AI is going to make people billions. I want to be the first to tell you that AI is going to make people billions of dollars. Why? Because it's technology. And if you are a fan of economics, you know that technology is the fastest way to make to become more profitable. All right, so this is the Snack Time Crew rap song. I'll let you guys take a listen. And the week time ago. You start to kill me and you. Snack time heroes, the snack time crew. Sit around the snacks and the cheer. Sharing when friends are near. Punch, punch, laugh out too. Snack time's better with the snack time crew. Then cheese, stacking so high. Sandwich squares, reaching for the sky. All right, so I'm not gonna flex. This is actually one of my favorite songs. It just is. Okay. Don't ask me. Don't ask me no questions. This is just one of my favorites. I just think it's cool. It's just creative. I like creativity. Creativity is my thing. All right. So after this song finishes, we're gonna go into the next song. Remember, I told you that Suno creates two different versions for you to pick from. So if you want to have, more control of what your kids listen to, my suggestion is create it for them. Here's the other song. The pretzel who wants a bite, huh? Sharing's the key, feet so right. Chips in the bowl, popcorn in the air. Grab a handful, we got plenty to share. Cookies crumble, but friends stay whole. Together we shine, that's the glow. Juice box toast here to me and you. Snack time heroes, the snack time crew. Sit around the snacks and the cheer. Sharing is caring when friends are near. All out through snack time together with the snack time crew. Blacker than cheese, stacking so high. Sandwich squares reaching for the sky. Slice for the punch, sharing the rainbow. That's our lunch. All right, so I hope that now that you have seen this video, that you too are able to make something for it to listen to, whether you're doing it for kids, whether you are trying to just be more creative in the space. So I just want to show you how this works. You can download it. You can do all the things you please. You can do whatever you want to do, honestly. Just wanted to show you this, and this is Suno and how ChatGPT can work in tandem. I hope that this video was helpful, and if it was, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with maybe somebody who's new, or younger people who are trying to just be creative. All right, guys, I will see you later.